Hi everyone, welcome to another session of After School Programming for Girls in the Game. I am so excited for everyone to join me here on today, which is our last session of Monday. It's our last Monday session of After School, and this whole week is going to be our last week, and we're so excited for everyone that's been tuning in and being part of the journey with us on a new journey of After School virtually. So we're so excited for everyone to be here today. So before we get started, I want to go over what we've always gone over, which is before the 5-finger contract, to text your name and your school to the number that you can find located on the chat. On the description, but also I can go ahead and write it on the chat just so it's easier. 86869. You would think Coach would already have this memorized. Okay, so that you would text your name and your school to that number so we can make sure we account everyone that's participating. So then what we're going to go over is the 5-finger contract. So remember that our pinky means safety. Our pinky means safety. So we are going to talk about maybe in like what we will. Oh, hello. We're going to talk about how to be safe. So making sure we don't say our name and our school in the chat enabled. So make sure you write your name and your school to text that number, but not on the chat. And then after safety, we're going to do commitment. So how are we going to be committed? So we are going to follow the activities along with me or at home. And then respect. So how are we going to be respectful, making sure we don't write any mean comments or anything, which I'm sure we're not going to do that. But either way, making sure we don't write mean comments. And then we have teamwork. So making sure if you have someone along at home, you can bring them too, and they can also participate. And just overall having fun. So the whole point of this 30 minutes we're together, 20 to 30 minutes, is for us to have fun and let loose a little bit. So before we get started on the first activity, which is about friendships, about healthy relationships, and part of that is our friends. We have our friendships and how to be a good pal. So before we go into that, we can do a light stretch. So just to get moving and get our bodies stretched out and comfortable, because I know I sit in a chair a lot, so I get really sore. So we can just go ahead and stand up, make some room. So if you're at home, you can make some room at home. So we're just gonna close this door and making sure we're okay. So we're just gonna go with some light stretches. So where I get tense a lot, it's my shoulder. So we'll start off with our shoulders. So then we'll just bring our right hand and move it over and lift it up with our left hand, and we can hold it for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, whoever's on the chat. Hopefully we text our name and our school to that number because it's important. Let's hold our net. Then we're going to bring our left hand and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then we're going to put our hands on our hips, and then we're just going to go side to side. So first we're going to go forward. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just going to wiggle out. And then we're going to hold our left leg. So are we doing girls in the game school, or there's okay? Well, let's stretch. I'll answer that question for you, and let's hold our left leg up for 10 seconds. So to answer that question in those 10 seconds is, coaches should have been reaching out to parents that this would be the last Monday session of regular after school programming, but we're asking parents what they think about having summer camp virtually. Let's hold our right leg. So what they think about having summer camp virtually. So if you haven't received an email from one of the coaches, we can go ahead and send that after the live. We can go ahead and contact you regarding what summer camp would look like if you're interested. Hopefully that answers that question. Okay, so then let's just bring our left leg up, and we're just gonna hold it for another 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good. Let's just move our wrist. So we're just gonna hold. You don't have to push it too hard, that would hurt. But just for 10 seconds, we're gonna just stretch out. Because I know I write a lot and I type so much, my wrist hurt. So what we're just gonna do is just hold, have your left hand out, and just hold it with your right and just gently push it just for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that was just a quick little warm up to lead to our next activity. So we can come sit back down and then get started. Okay, so at home, for everyone that's joining, the girls that are joining us, if you can get a piece of pen or marker, whatever you have at home, give you a few seconds to go ahead and grab that, or if you already have one, and then we'll just need a piece of paper. So that means Coach finds a piece of paper. So I just need paper, so just anyone. So in the bottom, we're talking about healthy relationships, and there's many relationships you can have, and one of them is having friendships, having friends within your circle. So for this activity, we're going to talk about ways we can be a pal. So how we can be a pal or a friend. So you have your sheet of paper, and then what you'll do is we're going to talk about being friends in school. I know currently we're not in schools, but hopefully next fall we'll be back in schools with our friends and with our teachers safely. And we can talk about how it's like to be friends with our classmates. So we're going to make a box, a big box. I'll show you. So we'll just make a big box. Oh, these things, they get so messy. Okay, you're going to make a box, and in that box you're going to put in class. So how can you be a friend in class? And then the next one, we're going to write a circle next to it. And I can show you guys as well. It's a circle. And then this one would be how to be a friend at lunch. So you just write at lunch. There you go. At lunch. And then the one would be and then you draw another one in the bottom, another square, and it would be at recess. Which I know when the weather would get nicer, we would go out for recess, but you can go out now as well. Of course, so safely and social distancing, you can go outside. So then that would be at recess. Okay, so we're going to talk about how can we be friends in class. Hi. Hopefully we're following along. Hopefully we'll see you guys on our team time so we can talk about this. And then also, for those who are joining me, I have a little surprise. That's totally fine. I have a mini surprise at the end because, as I stated, it's our last Monday session for after school. So make sure you write your name, you text your name and your school to the number provided because that information is going to be important. We are talking about how to be good pals. So how to be a good friend. So how we can be a good friend in class. Can you see that? I think it's kind of blurry. How to be a good pal in class, a good friend in class, how to be a good friend at lunch, and how to be a good friend at recess. Because I know I mentioned earlier how I know we're not in school for safety reasons and such. But once we do go back, how can we be our best selves? How can we be our best selves, be good friends to the people we care about? So, okay. Yeah, did I mention this? Okay, there's going to be a mini surprise at the end. Okay, so then we are going to talk about how we can be a good friend in class. So what are ways? And remember, once we get on the team time, we can talk about, you can show me and then we can discuss it. So how would you be a good friend in class? You can help your peers, so help your classmates, maybe with a question they might have, like when you guys working in pairs or when you guys are working in groups, maybe offering your help to classmates. Maybe how can we be good friends in class? Maybe if we see that someone is not being partners, or maybe there's like a group project and you see that no one is, they're leaving someone like behind or being left out, you can go ahead, right, and be like, oh, we can be partners, right? So partnering up. And then we can also discuss this in our team time. So we can, I want to see what you guys feel too. So hoping, how can we be good friends in class? Making sure we are listening to our teachers, right? Okay, you can go ahead. If you have one, you can also type it, and then we can all talk about it. Well, I can talk about it and you guys will hear me, but how can we be a good friend in class? So if you guys want to go ahead and write on the chat, we can definitely engage that way. That'd be perfect. So while we wait for your response, how about in lunch? Oh, by the way, I'm writing it. That's what I said. I said helping classmates with our projects, and then we're partnering up, help someone with work. Let me write that. Help someone, with their work. Because sometimes, we don't know the answers, and when we have someone else like guide us, or someone just like help us sit and talk about it, it'll be easier to figure it out. So help someone with their work. Awesome. Good job. High five. High five virtually. All right. So how can someone's being bullied. Oh, that's actually would be, so we're talking about great response, by the way. So we should move to, how about at lunch, which I think that might fall under that category. So how can you be a good friend in lunch? So someone being bullied. Okay, so if you see someone being bullied in lunch, we can step in, right? Because there's no show empathy. Yes, empathy. Okay, clapping. Yes. Okay, so there's someone being a bully, standing up, right? Standing up for our friends. Standing up and then showing empathy. So when we mean empathy, what do you think we mean by that? Which is a great word, by the way. Being empathetic is very important. If we see someone at lunch eating alone, and if there's, okay, let's give the example that they're eating lunch alone. If we were in their shoes, how would we feel? So if we see that, you can eat with someone that is alone. There you go. Did we just thought about the same thing? Yeah, for sure. Like we see someone that's eating alone, unless they want to be alone, or unless they're like, no, I'd rather be alone. But if they don't want to be alone, but no one's coming up to them, they might feel a little left out and like feeling like no one's really paying attention to them. So we can go over and be empathetic and like pretend we're on their shoes, and how would they feel? So if we don't want them to feel sad, so we would try to do something about it. So you can go ahead and sit with them for sure. It means being kinder. It's absolutely. So at lunch, how can we be a good friend? Just being kind. Kindness goes a long way, ladies. Being kind. Treat people how we would want to be treated, for sure. Caring, because we know. Being caring. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I'm like going out of this circle, but yes, caring is being caring. Like, it's, we're all human. we all have to take care of one another and support each other, for sure. Caring. Kindness. Anything else in the chat? Okay. So at lunch, if someone's being bullied, we can definitely stand up for them, showing empathy. So making sure we're being kind and treating others how we would want to be treated, and eating with them. sitting down and eating with them, or even bringing them over to your group. You're like, oh, well, you can sit with me and my friends. Like, you're more than welcome. Making others feel welcome for sure. And then, awesome, that's good. So then at recess. So the next one is at recess. So how can we be friends at recess? Let me see what Coach Mathy thinks. How can we be friends at recess? Ladies, do we have anything that we can add in the chat so we can get engaged and be engaging more? I guess, inviting others to play with you. So inviting others to play. Generous. I like empathy. Generous. Great word. So being generous for sure. Games are more fun when there's more than one person to be. I mean, two playing a game, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But usually it can even be funner. Funner, is that a word? It can be more fun if more people join to play. So maybe inviting others to play, being generous. You can play with someone that is new. Yeah. So if you see someone who's probably like a new kid or someone who's just transferred to your school, if they're already eating lunch alone and then it's time for recess and you see if they're just standing to the side and they're looking at you guys play and have fun, most likely they also want to join in on the fun. So asking someone new to play. You guys are like on it. It's amazing. Okay. I totally get that. Loneliness. No, I understood it. So asking someone new to play. And then, playing someone at them. There's a buddy to play with the person on the. Yeah. So if they're just like sitting on the bench, like, oops, sorry about that, ladies. If there's someone on the bench, be like, bench, but yeah. Or even if you're not even playing and they're just sitting, that's a perfect one. So even if you're not even playing, like anything, but you see them sitting like to the side, just go sit with them. Like you don't even have to play. Recess is not even about like activities or anything like that. You can guys just hang out. So definitely you can. Yeah, for sure. You can just go ahead and just sit with them and chat it up. Because who doesn't like chatting? Or even just like whatever, recess. At school there's a freaking. That's cool. I like that. Buddy bench. I'm gonna write. Coach is just gonna write that. Buddy, there's a buddy bench. I'm just gonna make a little note on my. Coach is gonna make that. I like that. A little note on my paper. I have a buddy. Stand up for them. Yeah. So stand up for someone who's being. Yeah. Like if you see someone like playing pretty aggressive or like just saying mean comments, like you can go ahead and like. I think there's usually like security or teachers or any adult that's there. You can go ahead and like grab the adult and be like, what's going on here? Like, look what's happening, and direct them to that for sure. So standing up for someone. Oh, my notes are make new friends. Yes, make new friends. I know, ladies, do we miss school now that we don't see each other all the time? Or maybe we don't miss school, or maybe we miss our friends from our school. So making new friends. Yes. I miss my friend. Coach Mathy misses her friends too. Well, not my school friends, but my friends. Okay. So I made a little list of everything. Yeah. I like that. What emoji is that? It's like, that's like something, I don't know what that is. That's so cute. I miss my friends. Me too, girls. I'm on the same boat. Okay, so yeah. So this was our activity. Oh, Coach kind of writes kind of not the prettiest, but this was our activity. Like, how can we be good friends? And I'm just so happy that you guys were so engaged in the chat and gave ideas on how we can be good friends, be good people to one another, and how we can support one each other and make each other feel less lonely in this world, right? So even if it's just like eating lunch or joining someone for lunch or during recess, sitting with someone who's considered a bench buddy, which I like that term. That's Wi-Fi with a mochi and a heart. Mochi? Wi-Fi with a mochi and a heart? behind them. Oh, it's a heart. That is so cute. I thought it was like, that's so cute. Okay, oh, I'm getting distracted. I thought mochi was like something with like K-pop related, but yes. Okay. Is that like a hand sanitizer? Okay. Oh, I'm getting distracted. That is so cute. So, but yeah, this is how to be a good friend. And in class or at lunch or at recess, I'm going to hang this up in my fridge or anywhere. Anywhere. And it doesn't have to pertain just to at lunch or at school, but it could be just like at home. You know what I mean? Like, how can we be good friends to people at home or just when we go out? Being empathetic, caring, generous. Awesome words. Okay, so I don't even know how 20 minutes went by. So that was a great, you can be great friends. For sure. You never know, your best friend could be right there and you don't even notice. You guys can become best friends for sure. So as we're coming to an end, everyone that is joining us, remember, well, I'll explain why it's important that you guys give me your name and your school to the text that to the number. I'll tell you why that's important, ladies, because you guys are joining our last Monday session. I wanted to tell you guys that I'm so thankful that you guys are joining. And that I wanted to make you a little surprise. So for those who are in after school program, which I'm sure everyone was, we gave Athlete of the Day certificates. So I was thinking that I can go ahead and print those out and scan it and email it to you guys, so you can have those in the meeting chat. So I can write your name on the Athlete of the Day, and then since we have your emails, I'll go ahead and scan and send those to you guys. You guys can have them because you guys are all Athlete of the Day. What coaches are going to be in the meeting chat? I can definitely pop in because I want to see everyone. So I will pop in because I want to say hi to everyone. But who's going to be in the chat is Coach Paige and Coach Paige and Coach Periana. Well, I don't know why I thought about that, but those two are going to be in there. So for Athlete of the Day, yay! We're all so excited. What was I say? So yeah, so make sure you give me or if you're going to join the Google Meets, you make sure we'll write your name so I can go ahead and you guys are Athlete of the Days and Athlete of the Day and we can email those to you guys. Yeah, I like Athlete of the Day. Me too. But yeah, those are so fun. And then Coach Paige and Coach Periana are awesome. Okay. I think that is all that I have today. So if you don't, okay, quick disclaimer, not disclaimer, but if you don't have the Google Meets link for whatever reason it may be, that number you text, the number you can text, you can ask to get that. We'll go ahead and send you the Google Meet. So if you text 312-869-2729, we can go ahead and send you the link for the Google Meets. And I can definitely stop by to see your faces as well because you guys just did so awesome with this activity. Is that a dab? That's cute. You're a great coach. Okay. Well, I'm so glad, ladies, you were here to join me. And please join the live. You guys join the Google Meet at 3:30. So in about 5 minutes, you can go ahead and join the Google Meets. And we can discuss that activity or whatever you guys want. Okay. So I think that is all. Again, everyone, thank you so much for being part. I just use it for school Google Meets. That if you text your name, and your school to that number, we can send you the Google Meets, the link for you to access. So we can send that to you guys as well. Okay. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining Coach Mathy today. And then hopefully everyone has a great summer, and then we'll see each other in a little bit. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.